Tonight, new details in the deadly shooting at Perlstein Park in Beaumont. Police say officers were first called to reports of a large fight before the situation escalated. An 18-year-old was killed and another 18-year-old was later arrested just a few miles from the scene. The victim has been identified as Brandon Briggs. His mother says Briggs was a sweet young man who adored his Nana. She also says Briggs was just weeks away from graduating. And we're learning more from a probable cause affidavit for the 18-year-old now facing a murder charge in connection to the deadly shooting.
Yeah, 18-year-old Gene Harrell claims that he shot because Briggs had pointed a large firearm at him. Harrell is being held in the Jefferson County Jail on a $1.2 million bond. Police also confirmed that charges against another 18-year-old who was initially detained in the case have since been dropped. Now, some who live nearby tell 12 News that they're scared to be a future target of a shooting. City leaders have tried to assure the city that they're working to keep residents safe.
12 News reporter Daniela Tabuada-Palau spoke to the mayor and Councilman Joey Hilliard, who says he has plans to help keep his ward safe. She joins us in studio with more.
Nick Claydra, we've seen the city move to fix the issue of youth violence. A mayor's coalition against violence is now meeting. The Southeast Texas Violent Crime Task Force was created to prevent crimes, but residents say work still needs to be done. Perlstein Park was silent and empty Friday after the life of an 18-year-old Brandon Bridges was lost in a shooting Thursday afternoon.
We've got to do better.
A phrase that's echoing across city council, especially from Councilmember Joey Hilliard. The park is in his ward.
People are afraid, you know, and we understand that, but you know, we can't let fear control how we live our lives.
12 News knocked on doors in the area to hear from neighbors, but many were too afraid to speak on camera. Still, one concern kept coming up: safety, a concern Hilliard is considering solutions for.
You know, we can't have a policeman everywhere, but we can have cameras so that so it's being watched. You know, I would like to see that. I would like to see more cameras, more card readers.
Perlstein Park has one camera. It was one of 10 parks across Beaumont to receive security cameras last year. Hilliard says he'd like to see more, not just in the park, but in the surrounding areas.
The police have strategic areas they would like cameras put, and I think as the council that we should move toward that. You know, I would like to see on the weekends a police officer at the parks, you know, because it's all about deterrent.
Council would still need to take it up and pay for it. However, Mayor Roy West says if things are going to change, the community needs to be involved.
I want it all to stop now, and we will continue to work for that. But that's why we're inviting the public to be involved. You know, if you're watching this, what you think matters, but also your participation in assisting this matters.
The mayor says his coalition against violence has its next meeting May 12th. He's asking more people to get involved. In studio, Danielle Tabuada-Palau, 12 News.
Thank you, Daniela. The new Beaumont ISD Superintendent Sandy Massey released a statement today following the shooting. It reads in part, quote, "Violence has no place in the lives of our children. Every student deserves to live, to learn, and to grow up safely. We will continue to work alongside our community, our families, and our local partners to advocate for the safety and well-being of every young person in Beaumont ISD. She says the district and the community stand beside the victim's family in their grief.
We have more from that statement, including a statement from the city of Beaumont on our website at 12newsnow.com. If you're on the go, download our app from the QR code. We send updates straight to your cell phone.